What is up, everybody? I am your host, War Mothershed, and this is the Growth is Hard podcast, where we break generational cycles, curses, and become the best versions of ourselves possible. Man, I have had a phenomenal past couple of weeks. I know I took last week off from the show, had some family come in town, getting all settled in, getting some things done, making some moves, just spreading the blessings out accordingly and making sure I'm doing the groundwork to facilitate it. There's nothing more important to me now than making sure that the progress that I've been making will continue to grow, and not just grow one by one by one, but with interest, with compound interest. I want it to grow exponentially. And I kind of want to talk with you about that. But first, listen to the intro.
My soul wanna break out the labyrinth. I too wanna break out the casket. I do, then they wonder what happened. Back from the dead, I should've said it was killing me. I set up boundaries. Trump with the border, and now you're supporting the immigration. Cause I've been there when you needed me most. To get you high even when I was low. Did it then, but I don't do it no more, man. Growth is hard. Growth is hard. Growth is hard. Growth is hard. Growth is high. Growth is high. Growth is always worth it. Growth is Growth is Growth is Growth is
Man, when I tell you, I have literally been working towards the betterment of myself for almost 5 years now. It's crazy to really think about it. I've really had so much I had to learn and overcome and grow from. And there's been so many times looking back where I was like, it's not going to happen. This isn't possible. There's no way I'm going to be able to come out of this. And to see where I'm at now, it's just a blessing. It's a straight up blessing to be here in the position that I'm at now. And it's something I wanted to remind y'all that there's so many times where we're asking ourselves, asking the Most High, asking God, asking the universe, if we could just do this thing, if we were able to get this position, get this raise, be able to travel, be able to do whatever it is, we would be happy. We would be grateful. We'd be content. We could be a number of things, right? But at the same time, you gotta think that when you're in that moment, the previous version of yourself was asking to be where you're at right now. You gotta recognize the process and the progress that you've been making. Everything that you're doing right now was what you were asking yourself to be able to do 5 years ago. Acknowledge that. Appreciate that. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've been working hard. You got to take the time to recognize that. And quite literally, I've explained, my situation with, my injury, working for this moving company. A gun safe fell on me. I had to learn how to walk and, do the basics again. And quite literally, we had just went swimming for the first time a year, 2 weeks ago. And just thinking back on, 2021 when I was in that same time, I needed so much help just to get in and out of the pool. Going up the ladder, going down the ladder. It was hard. It was so hard. My body was weak. My legs were weak. I'm shaking. The ladder's shaking. Everybody's worried. And yet, I pushed myself to be consistent. I stuck with it. I kept getting in. I kept getting, active, doing exercises, things like that. And now, in 2022, I don't need that same assistance. I'm getting in the pool by myself. I don't have those same worries. I don't have those same struggles. And, I'm still in pain, Back pain ain't ever fun. It ain't ever something comfortable to, deal with, but it's a lot more manageable than it was before. Having to worry about, the little things that I did back then versus now is just different. Having to worry about what's going to happen if my leg gives out or my back gives out, if I end up falling, whatever it is, it's not the same anymore because I took that progress and I made sure that, and I'm planting these seeds for growth, for progress, for elevation, all these things, and I'm tilling the soil. I'm making sure that I'm tending to my garden. I'm making sure that I'm giving it sun, making sure that I'm giving it water, its nutrients, its minerals, all that. Because when you show consistency, you get consistent results. And that's exactly what you got to do to better yourself. You don't just do it here and there. You don't just do it when it's convenient. You don't just do it when, it feels good. You got to do it when it sucks. You got to do it when it's hard, when it's rough, when you're miserable, when you're tired, when you want to give up. You got to do it even in those moments. I'll go as far as to say especially in those moments, because those are what matter most. You got to keep pushing and remember why you started. And it's no different than any situation before, whether it's getting a good grade, getting a job, getting a raise, getting anything that you were asking for. Because if you show the consistency to get that, when you get to where you're going, recognize that you accomplished it. Appreciate yourself and those around you that helped you get to there. And then repeat the same process to the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. And that's how you're going to start turning your dreams into a reality. You're not going to have reality dictated for you. You get to decide your fate. You get to decide what your life is going to look like. Because you put in the time and you put in the effort. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy. Nothing worth anything in this life comes easy. But that's why we're here, baby. Growth is hard. Growth is hard. Man, when I tell you, it's been some great 2 weeks, man. It's been full of blessings. It's been crazy. Getting ready to release some more music. I'm getting ready to be done with the summer class. I'm getting ready to pick up in, the actual fall season. About to be getting all sorts of just phenomenal blessings and progress. I'm getting goals knocked out. I'm turning my dreams into reality. I'm making everything that I said I was going to do come to fruition. And there's not a better blessing than to be able to set a goal, make the steps that you're going to do to achieve it, and check it off of that list to be able to say, I did that. I set my mind to it and I did that. And I'm so excited to hear the stories that you're going to share, that you're going to share with me, with your friends and your family, and those that need to hear it, especially when they're in times of need. Because that's what we're here to do. We're a community. We're here to support each other. We're here to help each other grow and facilitate the means to become that individual we desire to be. And with that, I thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, Growth is Hard podcast is coming out every Monday at 4 p.m. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, leave a like, leave us 5 stars, leave us everything that you feel the show is giving you. If it's giving you positivity, if it's giving you joy, if it's giving you any peace of mind, any of that, drop a rating, show some love, because you know it's going to get reciprocated. You know it's all coming full circle around here, baby. So thank you again for tuning in. I am War Mother Shed. Thank you so much. This is the Growth is Hard podcast.
My soul wanna break out the labyrinth. I too wanna break out the casket. I do, then they wonder what happened. Back from the dead, I should've said it was killing me. I set up boundaries, Trump with the border, and now you're supporting the immigration. Cause I've been there when you needed me most. To get you high even when I was low. Did it then, but I don't do it no more, man. Growth is hard. Growth is hard. Growth is hard. Growth Growth is high. Growth is high. Growth is high. Growth is always worth it. Growth is. Growth is. Growth is. Growth is.